Hello learners, this is Habiba with a new topic of Pedagogy of Social Sciences. Social sciences as an integrating area of study, context and concerns with the subtopic Uniqueness of disciplines, vis-versa, interdisciplinary. The disciplines that make up the social sciences, namely history, geography, political science and economics, have distinct methodologies that often justify the retaining of boundaries. At the same time, cross-disciplinary approaches that are possible should also be indicated. For an enabling curriculum, certain themes that facilitate interdisciplinary thinking need to be incorporated. The experiments were conducted in psychology in the beginning of 20th century. Gestalt psychology was also introduced. It was proved that mind as an unit. Mind receives the knowledge as whole, not in parts. Whole knowledge is stable in the mind. These researches and inventions have also influenced education. An integrated curriculum was introduced in USA. This type of curriculum is based on the unification theory. The ideas and activities will be useful only when these can combine in an unit. Let's understand the meaning of interdisciplinary. Relating to more than one branch of knowledge is called interdisciplinary. No experience or knowledge is permanent and stable unless it is correlated with the knowledge acquired by other subjects and sources. In fact, knowledge is one indivisible whole. It is not possible to divide into watertight compartments. The division of the knowledge into various subjects has been made with a view to make the study convenient. There is a power of the mind which is called cohesion, which correlates the knowledge acquired through various sources. If all the subjects are into watertight compartments, the understanding of the knowledge shall not be possible because it is not possible to divide the mind of the student into various watertight compartments. Now, what is a modern trend? The teaching of social science is to give less emphasis to the names of individual subjects. As such, some have designated such efforts as fusion, integration, and correlation are directly connected with interdisciplinary approach. In brief, this means to take the content of various social sciences and merge it into one course of fewer courses than previously existed. There should be close relationship of content in nature and purpose. Now let's understand with examples. History and geography can and are often taught simultaneously by the teacher during the same class hour and certainly during the time spent on a unit. Many of the cause and effect relationships of history are readily explained by geographical facts. Not only is history related to geography as pointed out above, it is definitely associated with economics. Our nation's history has always been closely related to problems of production, consumption, distribution, exchange, and taxation. It is not specially difficult to see that a resourceful teacher could fuse varying amounts of economics with of history and geography. In recent years, there has been a sharp attack upon the teaching of subjects in the traditional manner. It seems necessary, therefore, to present interdisciplinary approach in teaching and learning activities. By this approach, children achieve knowledge and skill in relation to different subjects. Now, what is the scope of interdisciplinary approach? Human activities are correlated. No activity is complete in itself. Engineer and producer of the cotton have correlationship because it is through the joint efforts of the two that the cloth is made. Interdisciplinary approach is essential and inevitable in the teaching learning process. Utility of interdisciplinary approach in explaining the past and current event. It is a fact of experience that once the interrelation or correlation has been established into the knowledge of various subjects, the knowledge of the students becomes stable and permanent. If the knowledge acquired through the teaching of social science, it is to be made practical, then it is necessary to correlate with the knowledge of other subjects. This correlation will help the students to know the past and current events. To understand the utility of interdisciplinary approach in explaining the current events, the following points should be taken into consideration. To create and promote pupil interest in community, state, national and world affairs. To stimulate the intellectual habit of awareness of future trends and the potentialities of democracy. To teach pupils to read current materials intelligently and to search for further knowledge. To inquire for the interpretation of current social, economic and political problems. To develop leadership qualities and the willingness to assume responsibilities. To develop the proper attitudes and habits of action for citizenship in a democracy. To stress the proper use of leisure time to cultivate appreciation for the better things of life. To stimulate the intellectual reasoning and research through the ability to assemble facts accurately and to deduct conclusions therefrom. To give students a chance to discuss their own local problem with the group. To promote a cooperative spirit, sound judgment and efficient skills. To furnish opportunities for the exchange of ideas through discussion. Now, what are the benefits of interdisciplinary learning? It is authentic and real life learning. It increases cognitive gains, that means thinking abilities, and also obviously it is a student centric. And it opens the doors for students to develop interest in a variety of content areas. And it increases critical thinking and problem solving skills, which are very important to enter into the real life situations. And it highly engaging and it highlights learners' strengths also. So let's have a quick recap of what we have learned. In teaching social science, we may draw on primarily the subject matter of a particular social science discipline. On other occasions, we may wish to use an interdisciplinary approach in which several of the social sciences are tapped to explain a topic or to examine an issue. It would be the case, for example, when we use the combined insights of sociologists, geographers, historians and economists to explain why some areas are growing more rapidly than others. So, interdisciplinary approach is very important in school curriculum because it increases the thinking ability, reasoning power and find the solutions for the real life situations. So, we come to the end of this topic today. Thanks for your attention and time. As a motivation, please do like, subscribe, share and comment below. Thank you once again. Happy learning.